Hi! Check out the liquids. They are glowing. Pretty well, actually. I've just jumped back to mission probably 2-ish. Just to relax and enjoy the sights. As we prepare for our final journey into the creep deep. The deep creep. Regardless of all that, how are you all doing? I'm doing alright. Check out Excel's. I finally made a relevant picture. It is the creep. It is flowing. If I zoom in really close, you can kind of see the resemblance. Let me just overlay it. You can't even tell. Let's get the heck out of this mission that already happened because we are in the future. There we go. Over here. We have just done some major stuff. Spoilers for the entire campaign if you are not up to completing Algol. Is warning. Fair warning. I'll give you a few seconds to leave. Okay, time's up. So, we just, in the last stream, went through a grand quest of triumph and hardships and gain and loss and gain again. And we have just found aliens, and they don't like the creeper as well, which is a good sign. And we have just finished downloading a data cache to hopefully understand their language, communicate with them, or at least just sort of talk, like, you know, just have a conversation. So as we jump to what I can only interpret as Difda so far, but there's probably like another letter. Could just be Difda. We should maybe make contact or at least gain some pretty important lore. So let's do that. Quote, the database we downloaded contained the location of the EXC nexus as we suspected, and we have arrived at its coordinates. Okay, so we're not talking to the random alien city. And this is where the nexus is? At last, we have the EXC cornered. Crixus, can you confirm that scans show the EXC nexus? I can, sir, but the world is heavily defended. I am not sure we have the resources to complete the assault. No choice. The EXC will surely move the nexus if we don't take it out now. Let's do this for Leah, for my parents, and for every life the EXC have taken. Okay, so we're hitting some finale attempts a lot sooner than I was expecting. Here we are. Oh, it's at the core. Fascinating. I was expecting there to be more stuff to do because of the percentage campaign completion achievement, which is what I've been tracking. I would expect like 4 more missions. I'm a little hesitant to say this is the last one. I don't even know what these 2 ships are and these empty slots at the bottom. I think this is a fake out in my own expectations. Scanning. We have a serious problem, sir. Scans show the EXC nexus, but it's made from a material that prevents nullifiers from working against it. So we can't nullify. You'll have to find another way to destroy it. In the meantime, I'll establish a foothold against the formidable forces on this world. On it, sir. Okay, so what do we have to deal with? We have plug material. That's the nexus. It definitely looks like a creeper-oriented device. We've got parts. We've got a lot of phantoms, actually. That's tough. This is going to be a grueling fight, I can imagine. Or at least I have to imagine. Decay land will simply decay over time. Damageable land will be damaged. Breeder land. Okay, so we have our work cut out for us, huh? Digitalis is going to flow creeper from there to here if we let it. We probably should not let it. But I definitely feel like this is our first target. Send in the Abraxas. Okay, we're in. Robots are being spawned. We need power. Let's do 4. Okay, 4 is secure. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now dig out the amp gems while we build some of our first defenses. I'm gonna want Well, immediately we know we need coil ships because the Phantoms are involved. I think I also want a lot of defenders because they're good at taking out the bots. The Abraxas is also pretty strong in its own right, so I'm not too worried. Build a digging ship. Gunship as well. Now we also want the spirit ship because we are going to want to cut off the Digitalis. Get that on bounce. Thank you very much. I'm a little worried I built too many ships too fast. The coil ships might not be ready in time. Ooh, this is gonna be a close call. Get the Kirkium. Maybe that'll be enough to finish the coil ships in time. We got one. No power. Okay, they've exploded on the reactors. That's actually preferable. There's more. Okay, protect what ships we can. I have perhaps made a poor tactical move for the opener. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to regret my actions, but I think we can maintain. Okay, we have at least one coil ship to defend against the next wave of Phantoms. I think we just need to be on pure defense right now as we rebuild our energy reserves. Just to save the reactor. Spirit ship is good. Its orders are set. We should be able to disable the Digitalis before it hits the bot room. That'll save us some headache later. I'll move the digging ship forward. I want to get that amp gem and the Kirkium in this reserve. Creeper's about to erupt from the breeder chamber. Unavoidable. Okay. The Digitalis has been cut, and the creeper that was on it is being pushed upward through the land. It's unfortunately right below where we put our dang reactors, so they are going to blow up a second time, most likely. I couldn't really envision this going any worse than it has. And the coil ship's about to explode. You know what? Let's just restart. That was a terrible opener. But okay, let's... Let's start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think is safe. I don't know how many pixels it needs. So if I were to guess, probably around 50. That's just sort of the impression I've been getting. Okay, coil ships online immediately. Then the spirit ship, that Digitalis is going to be a pain. Kirkium reserves are good. The digging ship. Start with our more support craft vessels and watch the economy. We do not want a repeat. Dig through here. Cancel that order. Digging ship, go back here, get this amp gem and the Kirkium involved. And if we can manage it, I would like to extract this stuff before the creeper can get to it. So move the Abraxas slightly closer. Coil ship's ready on defense. Good. That amp gem's been secured, or at least it will be secured once we finish digging it up. In order to be most defended against the coil ships, or against the Phantoms, I'm going to put the coil ships in the underground lakes. That way there's a bit more time for them to respond to threats, but this does mean we are going to need to keep them secure. And I've neglected the Digitalis again. Excellent, we've obtained a second frigate. Great. Here we go. Brace. Okay, the reactors are lost, which is annoying. At the very least, we're still holding. Keep that for there. Move the defenders over this way to plug the gap. The coil ships are doing a good job. I do not know what this is, unless it is simply a factory we blow up for its radioactives, like before. Plug. Plugged it. Let's find out. Physics solid decays. Is that different than destructible terrain? I think this means that ultimately this is going to decay, not as fast as the decay land, but eventually. And once it does, we'll be inundated with creeper from the core and particulate. Let's prepare for that. Tercium supplies are low. We spent it all recovering. The Digitalis is permanently secured. Okay, the factory is making acid. Good for it, I suppose. Excavator ship, move over there. I'm a little worried that we can't really go as far wide as I'd like to because the Phantoms are a bit separated. We need to keep the entire fleet sort of central. My intention is to sort of just prion freeze this erupting geyser. And then focus the majority of my guns onto the bomb threat, which is about to become very relevant. I can field ships this far out because this coil ship, while protecting the reactors, can protect these. Ideally, I would like to move the coil ship south. Wait a minute! I think we can make an early deletion. I can bring in the nullifiers to destroy the Digitalis maker. Deep scans show the footprint of our unknown alien friends. They have been to this world before. There are factory structures here that can produce different materials when powered. Ooh. And if I was a betting man, I'd say these materials might yield something we can use against the Nexus. That would be correct, sir. I've updated your material notes to show how to create a new compound. For lack of a better term, I've called it EXC. The material interacts with the substance the Nexus is made from and annihilates it. If we can produce enough material and dump it on the Nexus, that might do the trick. The trick, Crixus, might be surviving long enough to find out. Prepare for the fight of our lives. With pleasure. Excuse me, gunship number 3, if you could please eliminate the creeper currently threatening to destroy our coil ship, that would be lovely. Because I'm pretty sure that it's blocking the ability for us to rearm the coil ship's ammunition. Also, I imagine we want to eventually extract all of this water for the purposes of making the Ixide. Let's check our factory settings. Okay, Ixide is Boomzine and Creeper Eater. Boomzine is oil and nitron. Oil and nitron we just find in the world. Acid is water and sulfur. Creeper Eater is acid and pixelium. We know what is required for us. Also, it would have seemed that while I wasn't paying attention, the robot spawners have activated. This is not necessarily bad. Especially considering we survived the first assault. We are going to have to drain out this water if we want to terraform effectively. Or I could just be really, really, really meticulous about it. Take that, take that, take that, take that, take that, that. Oop, oop, oop. Should be enough of the nullifier. Yes, it is. Kindly destroy the ditch maker. Then I think maybe we can move the Abraxas or some such down south into this lake bed. And then use that in order to attack the robot spawners without having to go all the way around. This will keep us relatively close to the coil ship, and then we can... Oh, is there a little bit of terrain there that I don't see? Yes, there was. We have another problem. Some of the terrain that is blocking the particulate is going to fail soon. So we're gonna have a more serious problem on our hands. We've come too far to turn back, Crixus. To hell I am with the particulate. Maximum weapon engagement! Okay, it's time to build, like, every single particulate cannon I have. Meanwhile, let's work on the robots some more. I want another excavator ship. In the meanwhile, let's block this up with shield to hopefully protect against the creeper while we're dealing with the particulate. It's also good to know that 2 frigates is simply enough on its own to defend against the robot menace. Makes the logistics involved a lot simpler. But not my timing. Okay, that was a disaster. It's continuing to be a disaster. We've lost the coil ship in at the worst possible time. Okay, the robots are really, 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 really deadly. Okay. Particulate's plug is still holding. But not so much. Move this frigate south immediately. Then move it back north. We're baiting them. Now move it back south. Okay, we need a new nullifier. I'm gonna eventually need new reactors. Just do 2. New coil ship's complete. Move it into position. Move this frigate to be defended by the other frigate. Good. Oh! We have a breach. That's a bit too far for the coil ship. Now maybe move the coil ship a bit to the east. Excellent. Now, this is going to be a bit tougher because we're going to be losing the protection of the coil ships if we move too far out. So we need to move too far out if we're going to be hitting that. Nice juke. The spirit ship doesn't need to be on this assignment anymore. Let's have it do some of that. Okay, good. That's another cleared area. Good. Acid reserves are full over here. We can start extracting it if we bother. Okay, the particulate is free. Get me line of sight. At the very least, the creeper is being well defended against. I don't think we'll have to worry about it too much. Keep the shield plug in place, though. I'm not taking any chances. Let's forward a particulator over there. So, the Phantoms. Public enemy number 1. This one is far too well defended. This one is reachable, I would say. I think we can maybe make an offensive towards it. It would have to be a very, very risky offensive, but we can do it. If we time our shenanigans in between shots from the enemy's Phantoms, and then like fall back as needed, I think we should be good. So let's keep an eye on the warning klaxons and prepare a nullifier for the job. Because with at least this one secure, these two are slightly closer together and we can sort of defend at angles. And this is making Pixelium. Okay. Where are my... The second digging ship was destroyed, it seems. If we can get it here. That is spawn camping distance for one of them. Meanwhile, the particulate has arrived. I suppose the actual threat of the particulate is not that it slaps me, but that it is capable of destroying me. Okay, so 12 seconds till the next Phantom shot. Assuming it doesn't go after the digging ship or the nullifier I'm bringing in, this should be home free. Success. Oh, that was close. Okay, one Phantom down. That one's gonna be like a persistent threat. We have acid. We have Pixelium. We can flood the entire place with Pixelium. Or Creeper Eater. Take all of the acid. Second digging ship, take all of the Pixelium. We can just flood this entire chamber with Creeper Eater. Get me a duster. That should clear up this, and maybe a lot of this as well. It might also help defend against when this plug... Oh, it's plug long. I guess it takes more time for it to release. Okay. Pixelium production is slow. I don't blame it. I also don't really mind. Let's just dump what we can. 748 Pixelium into the pit. Acid in the pit. I'm starting to see some purple. There we are. Creeper Eater. We've perhaps gone a little overboard on the acid. We should correct with Pixelium. Yeah, I think I dumped too much acid in there. That's fine. That just means we make more Pixelium. And the excess Creeper Eater liquid will simply dump into these chambers and help mitigate the threat there. Speaking of which, what's our delta looking like? The Creeper is rising. That's okay. We have containment. I would like to attempt another assassination mission. This time on this guy. Perhaps an excessively large entryway. The delta's faltering. Whoa! Wait, bots? Oh, the plug long is open. The bots that were coming out of the Nexus are here. I didn't really consciously register them as a threat. The good news is that the only thing they actually destroyed was the Dusker, so we're still okay. Good thing I had all these defenders here. Let's bring them closer now that we know we're up against. Duster involved. Let's remove some of the terrain, get more line of sight. Hopefully the Abraxas can start shooting in there. And let's dry out the lake, in case we need some more water. Please dump Pixelium. Oh wait, you're in the shield. You can't dump Pixelium. Out of the shield you go. Now please dump Pixelium. As soon as you're ready. There you are. That's more Creeper Eater. It seems that we have overcorrected, which is a good problem to have. Add more acid. Good. Okay, Duster out of the way. Let's clear up some of this terrain. The previous few missions have taught me the importance of choke points in like securing locations and defending against the creeper. Because if it splashes out, our weapons get much, much less effective rapidly. Just move in. Defenders, you can get a little closer, please. I want more guns on the robots. Okay, let's look back at the assassination mission. What can we do to make this more successful? Yeah. We can excavate down here now. Just camp the coil ship right there. One or both of them. Okay, I don't want to invoke too much wrath on the Phantoms if we don't need to. Keep them targeting the bulk of our forces. I don't want any stray shots going wild. It is technically an advantage that they shoot at our ships because it means we can predict where they're gonna go. We can manipulate that even. Okay, Nullifier is ready. Begin murder. I don't trust we can get it done in 30 seconds. I vote to leave the coil ships where they are. Just in case. Delta chart is looking pretty stable. I think we're matching the creeper. Okay, begin spawn camp. We can't get rid of the last phantom, but we can make it irrelevant. Which is pretty close. And with it being made irrelevant, we can finally start making some anti-creeper. Pick up that mine, prepare our makers. Second coil ship, move in. Your additional firepower will be appreciated. The bots are going to be a persistent threat. I don't think we have a good way to stop them. Maybe we do. Okay, we don't, but I do have an idea. I'm actually going to do some advanced terraforming. Where's oil? This is probably going to be where the nitrium is, so that's unfortunate. It means I can't do my plan in isolation. But we actually have powdered, like, gravelly stone on this mission. Which is actually a very, very useful tool. Okay, we can be a bit more freeform with our operations now that we have spawn camp on the Phantoms. Excavate whatever we can, whatever we need. Ion ship to go, and the Abraxas is getting involved. Digging ship number 2 is... where? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Get you down here. We need to figure out... we need to... yeah, we need to finish excavating it. I thought for a second that this was stone and it just like filled in the hole and we excavated it already, but that does not appear to be true. That appears to be something false. Fiction. I would love a way to get the... this factory online, because I need to make some boomzine to make my diabolical master plan a little easier to accomplish. You may be wondering to yourself what my diabolical master plan is, and I would be happy to tell you. Unfortunately, I'm in the middle of many roadblocks to making it happen. And I don't want to reveal it too early, because it would be cooler if you saw it when I was explaining it. Speaking of executing plans, let's plan to succeed here. Get the maker ships involved somehow. We've got a large backlog of anti-creeper ore, so I'm fine with simply like, dumping it wildly for a little bit at least. Plug in some of the more obvious holes. There's some oil. This probably gives us the nitride, or whatever it's called. Nitron. At the very least, we're making headway. But not where I want to. Creeper floats on lava, if I recall. That won't help. for. Okay, I'm gonna explain to you my plan simply because I think I need to think this out loud. I want to use the gravelly stone to dump it around here such that the creeper in this channel gets plugged up and sealed. I want to do it over here specifically because this is mostly level terrain inside the channel. If I did it on this side, it would just sort of fall in. And, you know, maybe it would submerge this, but that would just make the creeper flow up through the rock. So I want to take, like, a reasonably powerful contingent. And, like, fight through here to, like, fill this up, and then we can sort of split this into two parts. I think I want most of the particulator shipped over here for this. Kind of a densely packed zone. If I could get away with it, just one of the cryon ships. Oh, you know what? I have 2 frigates on standby I can use. Let's use those. They're a little large. I would prefer a defender. Maybe we trade in one of the frigates for a few defenders. Provided we can fit it there. This one good. This one good. We need a close quarters fighting team. Excellent. I'll even bring this one. Okay, so in order to make this plan work, we need the duster on site. I'm worried about losing the coil ship, so I'm going to send them a bit further away. Not too far. They should still basically spawn camp. Let me check the radius. Okay, it spawn camps most things unless it goes too far to the right. The only thing that might be in absolute danger right now is the ore miner. So I'm going to move it up here simply so I can move laterally slightly. Ooh, better idea. Let's move it into that chamber down there. That's the perfect anti-phantom zone. I'd move both of them, but I want one operational for the next 3 seconds. Okay, we got lucky. That coil ship was enough to take them down. And now that coil ship's in place. Here we go. I don't exactly know what's going to happen when I breach the seal. Give it every opportunity to succeed. We fit the frigate in this chamber. A little more. Oh boy, here we go. I'm gonna build an escape hatch in case we need to run. Because according to my plan, I'm going to be sealing up basically a giant pile of stone right here. The frigate will need an exit path. But I want the frigate on site in case this goes horrendously bad. Now the question is, do I dump the stone first, or do I open the seal first? I think I dump the stone first. Okay, deploy stone. move the frigate out a little bit. Given the sort of angle of piling that the stone's doing, I'm gonna put the hole over here, which is not what I intended to originally, but it's, I think, a correct alteration to the plan. This might cause everything to fail catastrophically, but I think it's worth the try. Okay, engaging Operation Topsoil in 3, 2, 1. Okay, the stone is falling. It's piling up. As expected, the creeper's sort of counterbalancing by seeping through. Okay, we're holding it. That's looking good. We did it! Okay, these two chambers are... I mean, they're not separated. They're still they're connected by the central control network of the core. But this should give us a lot more room to operate. Okay, now if we're going to be doing our big offensive, I would like to do it over here in this larger room where we can put a lot more weapons to bear. And all of the emitters are on the eastern side, so going to the west like this, I think, is good for us. Given the terrain, I don't expect we can put this whole topsoil plan anywhere else. The stone would just fall off the sides and collect at the bottom here. So we won't. Instead, all ships prepare for a brand new, never before seen offensive. Definitely get the Cryon involved. That was a close one. But I suppose that will be our attack vector. Okay. Engage in 3, 2, 1. As expected, the particulators are in full force. Let's put some shield involved. Excavator ship is just close enough. Round's going well. Now it's on to us to eliminate all of the particulate in the world. Lower that graph, I don't want to see it. Let's dig out a bit more of a channel. The frigate's main guns aren't firing. It looks like the bots have redirected. They're now attacking this area. This presents an opportunity for us. Okay. Yeah, I think this is our moment. Breach the breeder chamber. If the bots want to follow the wrong path to victory, then I won't stop them. I left one particulator behind. No, I didn't. There are no particulators here. Bring one back, please. We need it to win. Articulators here, we are safe. Makers are going to work. Let's get some more of the missiles close. Frigate's already pretty close. Yeah, I think it's the Abraxas. Move some defenders inside. Move the Abraxas to about where the frigate is currently. This second Maker can go down and build more. I think we're just out of anti-creeper production. We're not extracting ore fast enough. Nothing to be done for that, I'm afraid. But we're securing a little bit of breeder land, so the anti-creepers should compound. This chamber is holding steady, the box, the particulate, none of it's getting through. Do you think I can isolate the particulate from this area? Dumpstone here, lift it up, encase it. It'd be close. Creeper pressure is still reasonably high. We're kind of stretching ourselves thin here. We also need to be careful. The bots could decide that this is a more lucrative target at any moment. Okay, one breeder land is fully under our control. More to follow. Bots are still staying dormant, which is to say they're moving towards this fleet. Ion, I suppose? Hey, Creeper Eater's starting to become purple again! Great. Excavator ships, let's make some more Creeper Eater. We're gonna need it if we're gonna win. I really want to do it. I'm really tempted to just surgically extract this particulate emitter. I'll secure this room, then I'll try that. Simply because I want to use the ships from over here as a defense force. Good here. Move the particulator forward. Quite a bit to eliminate this part. Oh, there! Oh, that was a good breeder flow, but I suppose that's the problem with self-generation. It just keeps flowing. This is why it's so difficult to get rid of Creeper on Breeder and Creeper World 4. It just keeps being there. It lingers. Now, if we can push in chokehold here with the Cryon ship, I will be satisfied. Bring in the second particulator. Bring in the Abraxas. Bots are still going this way. I think it's just because it's a shorter route. For pathfinding. They're learning. You reckon they're using A-Star? I reckon they're using A-Star. I'm more of a Dijkstra's algorithm kind of person, but that's because I'm a perfectionist. Pick up the Creeper Eater. I can't imagine the breeder terrain is all that strong, considering it's not really multiplying the anti-creep that much. Look at that, that is a decimal. We're getting fractional benefits off of this. Said the breeder is mostly out of play now, which is good. Means we'll secure this area and we can then move on to whatever we're doing. Oops. Left a little bit open. This is fine though. This will simply pour out, pool here, and then get shot by this frigate. Off the frigate. Deep penetration missiles. Get to the deep creep. Gunship slightly forward. That hole's been cleared. Very good. Okay. Let's take, like, one ship that's not doing anything. Bring it over here to clear out this creeper so that we can perform the next level of this plan. Actually, just bring the frigate. We need something to do. And given how successful we were here, doing this, like, surgical removal seems a bit excessive. I'm going to do it anyway because I take a sense of satisfaction in making cool plans that work. Okay, looks successful. Now we simply need to dig up a hole here. Let's bring another particulator into play. And then excavate the excess dirt that was made as part of this plan. The old digging ship, this the old digging ship. blasted, more pixelium. As you are. This is gonna explode with particulate. Let's be ready for it. Okay. In. Okay, particulate's being released. Shoot it down! Interestingly, the creeper is not being released. Is there still land in the way? Speaking of land in the way, I should really bring over the Cryon ship for this, shouldn't I? No, the particulate explosion was too powerful. It hit the nullifier. Okay, but it's at least, like, thinning out. So the moment the nullifier is done repairing itself, it should go into action. And the creeper appears destroyed. Very good. Yeah, I gotta say, the plan went quite well. Even if it was a little unnecessary. Well, now that we're free, let's start taking on those big major finishing projects. Step 1. Nullify that once and for all. Step 2. Get the dang nitron. Step 3. Start making some boomzine. Move some of the particulators into a better position. We have good line of sight here. Shield that up so that the anti-creep doesn't waste time going in there. I really need to study the angle. It's almost diagonal. We could cut off the entirety of the nexus from the rest of the facility. Back. That might just innately work. Time for something a little unconventional. I'm gonna try and dump stone down here. The angle's steep enough, it should just roll all the way down. Creep reader. Doing exactly what I intended. And we're out of stone. And this is happening, which I was worried of. stop. Like, it's fine if it stopped. Oh, we caved in almost the entire thing. What if we go even further? Oh, we can't. We're under attack. The bots have shifted direction. We lost the coil. We don't need the coil ship. I've already destroyed the Phantom. But we need a new duster. And like one rogue particulate is just sitting there. The oil is on fire. Can we extract the oil before it completely burns out? Yeesh. Okay, Duster, get back in position. Seems like it was only the Duster the bots were interested in. So I'm on a soft time limit. But I have time. Drop stone. I think that's sealed. I think we've sealed the chamber. Very good. Stop depositing stone. We don't need it anymore. But now we can start doing some very, very offensive maneuvers. What do I want for this? I think for the time being, I just want to focus on the chemistry involved. We're going to be need to make a lot of IXide. Let's get both dusters involved and just sort of mix what materials we need to in bulk. Oh, they can't reach because some of the stone fell over the shield. That's silly. The oil is no longer on fire, which is good. It'd be too much of a stretch to eliminate this thread over here. Got everything we need. I want to keep this floor around so that the breeder can proliferate for as good as it can. In fact, I'm gonna make a little wall on this side so it can accumulate up to here. Need a nullifier. I might need two, but I think I can get both in one shot. Fry on down. The anti-creeper is collecting. One emitter, one particle maker. Nullifier is built, almost ready. Get involved, get the third particulator involved. Good, things are secure. Particulates almost removed. The creeper simply needs to be shot at. And we've got the firepower. Fire, do you have range? Yes. Let this be the end of this particular two things. What the heck? Why didn't... Oh, there was a rock in the way. I'm gonna have to waste another nullifier on this. How inconsiderate. But okay, let's build our chemistry chamber. Rip a little more off the bottom. We want a nice level surface for even mixing. Good. Okay. Water. Acid. Wait, no, it's sulfur and acid. Not nitron. Pixelium. This room slightly taller so that the dusters don't get damaged by their own exhaust. The oil keeps getting set on fire. Let's do that and prepare for the next epic battle. Take out this one, which has already basically been rendered irrelevant to the fight. Pixelium for a moment. We have an imbalance. Yep. Okay, frigate inbound. I suspect I will waste because of all the stone. So I will just open the floodgates here. Meanwhile, defenders in the area, if I remove the burial of this emitter, it's very likely I'm going to remove the stone blocking this entrance as well. Prepare to fight that off. This is also another pressurized particulate zone. Okay, back to good balance. In we go. Okay, hold. We've caused a bit of a landslide. The actual threat of the landslide appears to be the particulate, because this frigate is good at its job. Okay. That's good. The frigate's holding the line. This part is irrelevant. Let's dump all this out. Okay, it looks like we're out of pixelium and acid. Conveniently, we have basically both in equal measure. The oil is still burning. The oil is no longer burning. Let's use the spirit ship to clean up the creeper embedded in the ground. Now, do we bother getting rid of this? Yes. Okay, I've made a horrible mistake. That's their anti-creeper in there. Please dodge the particulate, thank you. Lost the Cryon, I think we lost the gunship as well. And now there's just some rogue particulate. Oh, it's probably because it's just pouring in. That's where the anti-creeper came from. Move this one up here to defend the corridor. Uh-oh, another landslide. Expect more landslides. There's not much more creeper to have a landslide with, but... Oh, no! Oh, boy. They had a particle bomb. Oh, that was a little startling. Once again, the oil is on fire. Okay. I have an idea. This is just a hole. Like, the factory is, like, dumping into this chamber. Well, we can reach the chamber from outside the factory. So if I just dump all the oil I have here, it makes boomzine. Now, I don't know the chemical properties of boomzine, so I'm going to make this chamber pure creeper eater. Sorry, Ixide. I know boomzine. Boomzine explodes. That's the whole gimmick. Once I clear out this chamber, it's going to be pure creeper eater and pure Ixide. I don't know what the deal with the stuff is. Okay. Deploy the creeper eater liquid. Nice little splash effect going on there. We'll fill the chamber to a reasonable degree. Take more oil before it starts burning. Okay, the oil is starting to outpace the nitron. Let's move the ship in here and dump our nitron reserve. Okay. I think this is time for our mixing. Deploy boomzine. Chemistry 4. And what do we make? Ixide. I wonder if it's as simple as just dumping it into this chamber. Or maybe I have to fill the chamber. Whatever it may be, I'll choose to be ready for it. Particulate ships, please prepare yourselves for the attack. This might just cause another particulate bomb. Perhaps this will be my undoing, but I'm gonna go for it. Oh wait, I can sort of make like a little shield wall to keep the stone in place, so then I can safely excavate this. Okay, we have Ixide. Out of oil. Excavator ship, I want you on this mission. Seeing everything I'm seeing, I think I want to go for just like pure... just pure assassination. We go for the core directly. Oh boy. Okay, it wasn't as bad as the last one. It was still pretty bad. What's important is that a nullifier can hit it. And that the particulate doesn't annihilate us. Two very important aspects of this plan. Looks free. Okay, here's the plan. We're gonna go full-on crazy offensive. I am simply going to dump a hole in here, dump as much Creeper Eater liquid as we can into the IXE chamber, and then either dump boomzine on top of that, or just dump the Ixide reserves we already have. I want some warships involved. Where's... Oh, we lost the frigate a while ago. Yeah, I remember that. That was probably during this explosion. Okay. And then the ultimate defense Cryon. Get some of the guns for the bots. There will be bots. Excavate. Braxis here. Portal here. Gunship I have been woefully neglecting here. Channel the Maker into... Good, good. I think we are almost ready. The particulator isn't going to be much of a problem. The bots are. The creeper probably will be. There are no more creeper emitters, it's just the core. Alright. Tiny little bit of Excite at the bottom of here. Okay. Commence cleansing in 3, 2, 1. Reaper is away, the bots have redirected to us. Gunfire is strong. The gunfire is strong. Reaper Eater is flooding the chamber. Stop burning oil. I need it. I don't even know what's still triggering it. There's nothing exploding over there. Does oil just explode casually? What's the delta? Oh my goodness, the creeper has fallen off a cliff. Oh, the chamber's becoming vacuum. Open the way. Okay, in order to make sure that the EXC actually hits its mark, I'm going to make a layer of shield over the bottom, just to make sure that we hit the EXC on the core itself. First, I'm going to try and eliminate some of the particulate. And, you know, keep a firm grasp on targeting the bots. We lost the articulator. We also lost the excavator. Push it in. Bring it in. Here's the shield floor. Good excavation on that. Defenders in. Duster, are you ready? Wait, idea. We don't need to do this whole thing. We can simply use the metal supports as the cusp. Once that's ready, we go. Articulators cover the other side. I want some firing lines to get rid of the creeper that's going to be pouring in from this direction, though finite it may be. Technically not, because the particulate's going to be multiplying it like breeder. Okay. can't really see what's going on underneath everything. And I can't put the shield under the heater line, which is unfortunate. Okay, particulate threat secured. Duster is in place. Creeper is away from the core. Dump it! Exide! Yes! Okay, hold off on the Exide for a second. Oh, the Nexus has help. Excellent. We just dumped. Dump it. Idea. To really hit the core, we need some acid. Good. Exide. Yeah! We did it! At last, vengeance. The insidious X-Hive might have been banished to oblivion. Sir, the Nexus transmitted a data burst just before its destruction. It contained a massive amount of data, and I have the coordinates it was transmitted to. Perhaps we have one more mission ahead? Ready the rift engines. We did it. It's time for the finale, I assume. Okay. Taking the time to run the ads so that the ads go away. Now that we're in between missions. That took a half hour longer than it would have been to be optimal, but that's fine. It'll be fine. I think this might be the final mission, because the progress completed on the achievement is at 95%. I think a lot of it got done there. More than just the regular 5. Or I may not have been paying close enough attention. Either way, good stuff. I wonder if the remaining little snippets of nebula will ever be revealed. Actually, a lot of nebula over here that hasn't been revealed. No paths or anything. It's been a long journey. And though it seems that, for the most part, we should have just gone directly south from our start. Done good work. From Cerro to Alcance, to Procyon, to Mintaka, to Murfak, to Aldebaran, to Orionis, to Solara, to Elysium, to Vega, to Altair, to Arcturus, to Taurus, to Spica, to Deneb, to Achernar, to Formalhalp, to Algol, to Difda, and whatever this one is. Tricks. No more tricks. We eliminate them once and for all. $40 seconds, in case you were wondering. That was a long one. It felt like the Creeper IXE were a lot more defensive in that mission, but that makes sense. This is the Nexus. It was heavily fortified. And I like how it was also the culmination of all of the chemistry we have done up to this point. From the sulfur water into acid, to the acid pixelium into Creeper Eater, from the oil nitron into boomzine, and from the pixelium boomzine into Ixide. We've done full chemistry, and we're like maybe 1 or 2 steps away from creating the Philosopher's Stone. Alright, Crixus, what do we have? Oh, scanners indicate a massive quantum matrix on this world. It appears to be an abandoned research facility of sorts. Sensors can't penetrate the shell, but I can detect the quantum signature. It must be the X Hive Mind. At last we have the demons cornered. I think so, sir. But the problem is we can't send down ships. They simply won't fit. What? Oh. Prep my power armor. I'll head in personally. I want to see the look on that thing's face when I end it once and for all. Welcome to Bellatrix. Ascend as we descend. Alright, let's do this. We're here. Oh, I recommend a quick review of your power armor interface. I've added a button to your interface to bring it up. Understood. Will you be able to monitor my progress from orbit? I will, until you reach the final chamber with the hive mind. It is completely shielded, so when you enter that chamber, you'll be on your own. That will have to do. I'll try to take some good video of that thing's final surprise. Also, oh, it looks like you will have to blast your way in. That isn't typical IXE defensive behavior, so please exercise extreme caution. How does the power armor work?
Power armor allows an individual to directly engage the enemy. Use the mode buttons or toggle mode key to switch between weapons and terrain controls. In weapons mode, left-click fires your gun, while right-click launches explosives. When in terrain mode, left-click ejects any terrain type you've collected, while right-click absorbs nearby collectible terrain. Special items like C-bombs can be deployed using the fire special key. Remember, whether you're throwing explosives, bombs, or depositing terrain, the distance between your pointer and your character determines the throwing force. The Rift Blade destroys IXE cores. It automatically materializes from rift space once all IXE cores on a planet are in a charged state.
Oh, so
the
that's what that
C-bomb,
is.
or conversion bomb, converts Creeper to anti-Creeper. Before deploying the C-bomb into a Creeper field, it must be built and fully charged. If it is destroyed before reassembly, it is lost, and no conversion will occur. IXE cores...
Okay, so that explains the weird thing that happens when you power all the IXE cores. Good to know. Okay, so that's absorbing terrain, I assume. This is... shoots that. Fires the bomb. Achievement unlocked, HERO. Oh, this is hero mode, I suppose. Okay, I don't know how to get in there, so I guess I can't. Guess we'll have to dig our way in. Ooh, Creeper Eater and Weak Stone. That looks like it's target for the bomb. It is. Alright, eat the Creeper Eater. Creeper, eat the Eater, eat. And then I suspect maybe the Creeper Eater will work here? Eater. No. Maybe I was too quick to dismiss the bomb. More bombs. Okay, the bomb works. Torch. Another torch. Red door. I recognize this kind of game design. Ooh. Is that a save point? Well, if yes. Oh, hello. Ooh, I can shoot it slightly through the wall using the blast radius. ready for you. I'm not gonna shy away from more creeper to destroy. Bring it. Okay, so the bomb is my mortar. I'm the mortar, baby. Maybe the bombs can destroy that, I assume, mini emitter. Okay, do I have to worry about like jetpack fuel or anything? It doesn't look like it. Oh. I've hit myself with my own bomb. Good to know that there may or may not be friendly fire. Okay. Looks like we are going to need a green key here. I like this change of pace. Okay, clearly we must bomb our way through here. As I have done. Hold! Oh, freeze! There are defense cannons mounted nearby. Avoid them till you can find and destroy their power supply. There also appears to be a chamber of creeper nearby, but is being held back by some sort of field. It looks like some sort of experimental chamber. But why would the IXE be experimenting with the creeper? Perhaps the former occupants of this facility were experimenting. Oh, it's the weird creep gel. I don't know what the experiment was, but I know the experiment wasn't. The experiment was not how well it's susceptible to being destroyed by explosive. This is a switch of some kind. I assume if I press it, I will doom myself to oblivion, but I'll press it anyway. The creeper has been nearly drained from the chamber. What if I turn it back on? Interesting. What does this field do? Is this some sort of, like, creeper stasis field? Like it was making the creeper act in an anti-gravitish kind of way. Glad I learned. There's the green key card, but there's something behind here, perhaps. It's more creeper! And a place to use a green key card. Ooh, is that anti-creeper containers? Very good. Incredible. This room contains miniaturized versions of conversion tech. At least that's what it says. I didn't think we ever managed to work out the problems with creeper conversion. We didn't. Which means these modules are of alien origin. They're a bit large, but I can mount them. Excellent. They should recharge after each use, but slowly. Use them wisely. Okay, so we now have creeper conversion bombs. Glad to see it. So if I'm reading everything correctly, we can go up here, destroy the automatic cannon's power source, like so. Good. Now the cannons should be offline. They are. Ooh, wait, hold on. I can eat this. No, I cannot. Never mind. I thought I could eat it. Probably a large enough hole to get through, but I just want to clear it out a bit more. Looks like there was a wall there, but there was a cave-in. You have entered the main lab area of this underground facility. I've never seen a lab that looked like this. What does this button do? Ah, it's the lights. These are lab bots, which I assume are bots, but laboratorian in nature. Yes. Way is clear. Green door secured through the tunnel. Oh no. You just triggered something, didn't I? Energy readings have spiked and you are locked behind shields. You may have to fight your way out of this. Whoa, what are you? Bug? I can shoot those. Careful. Oh, it's a healing platform. Okay. Looks like the bugs have bot styles of health, perhaps? Am I supposed to be fighting my way through or fighting my way past? I can't actually go up here. Oh, no. I can destroy the bugs. Okay, I will have to destroy the bugs. Alright, I lived. Moving on. Well, that was interesting. I don't think that had anything to do with the EXC. My guess is the former inhabitants of this lab were attempting to develop some sort of drone weapon to use against the Creeper. Take scans. You never know when we might need this tech in the future. Interesting. Bust our way in there. Heal here. We can either go left or go right. In we are. Ooh, another creeper box. Now 4. One more. This way is a load of creeper. Punch our way through. I think I'm going to alternate like this. That way we can get bombs down both the corridors where the bombs will be more effective because it works best in Deep Creeper, because I assume it's like the mortars or the missiles. I think this is one shared chamber, so I shouldn't worry too much. Yes. Where could they be hiding? That was close. Da 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 da. Oh, we got blow from above. pressure has to be dropped. Oh, that's a blue key card and another mini emitter. Leave no creeper undefeated. Lob it. Failed the lob. Failed the lob. That was like a 20% successful lob. You can never be too careful with the creeper. Gotta use your disinfecting. Blue door. Oh, you are getting too deep. I'm losing. Okay. Guess I'm on my own now. Well, guess we're on our own now. That's a suspicious wall. Okay, it's no longer a suspicious wall. Switch. Ooh. Okay, it's still not a suspicious wall. What's down here? Nitron Pixelium. I think I'm picking up what they're putting down. It's time to do some chemistry. Ever since Creeper World 4 introduced the like green R, red on, and blue white factory settings, they've been going more and more into doing some fancy chemistry and material interactions. So let me guess. Ooh. I did not think that through. Of course acid was gonna burn through the facility. Okay, in that case, let's just put some sand over here just to, like, safe the oil deposit. Actually, let's do the nitron first, then. Okay, that's boomzine. A little more sulfur on the water and we can make more acid. Which is melting through everything. Wait, it's melting through everything! I could use the sulfur to, like, cut through some of the metal structures in some places. I don't know if I want to convert it into Creeper Eater just yet. I want to test out something. Bink. Sand here. A little bit of sand just on the floor to make sure it doesn't spill out in any undesirable directions. And then a little bit of acid. Okay, it's, the facility is surrounded by the regular old bedrock, so aciding through everything is probably not going to do much. Either way, I have 150 acid, 94 water, 46 sulfur. Let's do the sulfur-acid combination in the cave instead. Pour it. Then some sulfur. Quantities of conversion are not perfect, but that's okay. Let's just put a bunch of acid in here. Not all of it. Just save a little acid for a rainy day. Pixelium. Now we have Creeper Eater. But I already have Creeper Eater, so I'm going to go directly to Ixide. Great. Now we have our secret weapon. A little bit of Ixide. Actually, you know, we got a little bit more boom scene. Let's convert some of the Eater we got upstairs. Want to have a 3-digit number of Ixide. Very good, very good. Let us proceed. Back to gun mode. Wait! Ah, okay. I understand now. I'm to blast my way further. At least the embers from the Boomzine explosion is sort of self-sustaining, that I can just keep pushing like this. I figure that's the bottom of the world. Yep. Nice skybox instead of just being the regular old air. Makes sense. I reckon we want to just C-bomb our way forward from here. There we go. This kind of has to use some of the skills I've gained from Noita chucking TNT upwards to get out of the starting area. Unfortunately, the fuse is just a little too long. But I can use more of it to fill the gap. This side, however, I think I have ruined myself. Unless I can juggle. Okay, so using this little bit, this little clip of land made enough of a juggling hole that I can start throwing them directly. Okay, not really. But maybe I can juggle them along this clip now. We have successfully hacked through that wall. Uh-oh. There's a key down there. It occurs to me I don't exactly know how to use the bomb. Was it like C? No. Okay, I'm gonna have to check the help menu again.
IXE Core's control worlds.
Nope,
the Apex ship serves as the power armor allows an individual to directly engage the enemy. Use the mode buttons or toggle mode key to switch between weapons and terrain controls. In weapons mode, left-click fires your gun, while right-click launches explosives. When in terrain mode, left-click ejects any terrain type you've collected, while right-click absorbs nearby collectible terrain. Special items like C-bombs can be deployed using the fire special key.
Oh, it's space. Achievement unlocked. Which? Oh, I've done something bad here. Wait, breeder. Oh. Do I want to bring the creeper into here? Come on in, everybody. Yeah, because if I do this, I'll have, like, free anti-creeper. Okay. Deploy bomb. Clear out the hostiles. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we have anti-creep breeder. Now we just have to win the war. Looks pretty self-sufficient. But then again, it's self-sufficient with me shooting. Not really a good test. I'm curious what's over there, but I don't want to leave the breeder unattended. If I lose the breeder, I'm in serious trouble. I regret opening that door now. I gotta know. What's over here? Another breeder. Excellent. So when that goes over, that'll just work. Embers. I was really hoping I could shoot through that. Maybe I can shoot through that. Let's try the gun. I can. Okay. Come back later, see what that does. Actually, no. Keep an eye on it now. A little bit. There's a secret corridor. That breeder's activated, so we have a fallback. Creeper is very persistent. Okay, check on the fire. It's still burning, but it seems like it's burning to somewhere. Oh. Keep going, get back. Let's just drop a conversion bomb in there just to stall for more time as I go check the fire. Ooh. Free this. Great. Now there shall be no more distractions as I engage the creeper threat head on. Reminds me of the robot mode from the, like, bonus, like, special room mission that didn't like the credits mission from Super World 3. You're a little robot guy and you walked around and you shot stuff. This feels a lot like that. Except it's top down and it's a real mission. Wait, what if there's another breeder down here? Is that why the creeper's so powerful? No, there's a door there, and that door is what I'm trying to get the key in the big room to the left. I might have the boom zine to just cut in there directly. If I wanted to go that route. Well, no, the door, the interior of the door might be steel. Yeah, it's steel. That said, I also have acid. I could just cheat the progression a little bit. But I think having the key would be useful because it will be useful in other rooms. Okay, downwards is the hole I dug for seemingly no reason. Up is the old laboratory, which I've already emptied. I see anti-creeper above. Laboratory is being retaken. Alright, now we're just winning on volume. Do a few bombing runs over here. I suspect the anti-creeper will take care of most of this, but I want to expedite the process. And the slightest bit up here I saw, probably all of it's evaporated. There may have been some that carved its way through here. Yes, indeed. Good. Make sure to clean under your kitchen appliances. Make sure there's no, like, creeper existing down there. Because who knows, in some levels that stuff self-proliferates and you'll be infested with additional creeper. I'm imagining like a safety PSA for a creeper in a world where it's just like a problem. Like the Palladius Council makes a government approved heckin' thing. It's like one of those forest fire ones. It's like only you can stop the creeper. Now put anti-creeper sprinklers in your home. Make sure that your I don't know, automatic cannons are like you replace the battery every 10 years. And, like, lightning rods for houses are replaced with little coil ship guns to stop phantom attacks. I'm dropping, like, many conversion bombs. we go. Flood the chamber. You can delete your own bombs. I am moving the key away from me, making it slightly more tedious. Okay, yellow key acquired. Creeper eliminated! Well, time for the final chamber, I assume.
EXC! EXC! Your completion is near. Answer me, EXC!
I'm here at... What the heck is this? Arc Eternal moment.
What? Leah? No! More EXC lies! Reveal your true self, demon!
Oh, you don't understand. The EXC are not destroying anything. They're collecting and preserving it. I'm everything that your Leah once... Oh, so you're like a clone.
No! The EXC have created a copy of you. To torture? EXC, I'm coming for you!
Okay, Okay, how do we deal with this? We've got systems on the sides. Probably could use some destroying. We've got some EXC ninja stars. We've got... I think that's just a light bulb. The ninja stars appear to be coming from the energy nodes. We have anti-creeper flooding the chamber. Hopefully those will also damage the ninja stars. Okay, no, the ninja stars are coming from the center. I have created EXC side. Can I use it here?
Yes!
It is very effective indeed. Collect some of it off the ground. Son, you must stop.
Father? What? You as well? The EXC have you?
The EXC have everyone, son. Over 1 trillion of us are here. If you don't stop, you will destroy us all. Don't you want to see me as I would be now? Stop. Join the EXC and we can be together. You can join your mother, me, and Leah. We have so much to tell you.
You aren't real. You're just an EXC deception.
We are real, my love. We are as real as you, after all. You were preserved by the EXC just as we are now.
I was preserved? By a copy? No. No! I won't listen to your lies. Prepare to be destroyed.
This is what we have the EXC side for. It's not working. Okay. Looks like the EXC side will not work on these parts. We will simply need to destroy our way in. I have opinions on what I am hearing with regards to the EXC and what's going on here. My personal thoughts are a little inconclusive with regards to what's going on. I believe what the EXC is saying here might be correct in a physical what's going on sense, but not in a moralistic sense. I trust that they're correct. I don't trust that they have my best interests in mind, is my conclusion here. Alright, I'm making some headway on that panel. Good bomb detonation. Oh, listen to the EXC. They speak the truth. You, just like me, have been preserved and restored.
Crixus, you as well? But...
Of course so. My original form was preserved 10 years ago. I again took physical form just before you rescued me.
But why? Just tell me why.
Join us, and all will become clear. Join us, son. Join us so we can be together again.
I can't wait any longer. Hey, real Crixus, tell me you've got all that.
Yes, sir. And it is all streaming back to ODN.
This thing, it thought it could lie its way out of this. Almost makes me laugh. What? Communication through shielding is not possible.
Oh, that would be true. Except, of course, for this fusion core powering a micro rift that I have strapped to my back.
A what?
Are you sure you want to proceed, sir?
I've never been more sure of anything in my life, Crixus. EXC, you know what comes next. I'm sure you are aware of what a rift-amplified fusion explosion will do. You, the anomaly! You must cease. You must be undone! You are right about one thing, EXC. I will be joining my parents and Leah soon. And you, well, whatever Helheim awaits you, is justly deserved.
Transmission terminated.
Alright. It's Hive Mind time, Capra!
You're just in time. I am about to eliminate this threat once and for all. Mortis Baby's online.
Take it down!
You can't win. It is the 80s and there is time.
Death to you! Detonate! No! No! Anomaly, you do not know what you are. For everyone you killed. For my parent. For Leah. Worth it.
That is victory. Error, unknown error, I do not care. We have triumphed over the mineral. Casual warning, there might be another bit of narration here, which will be extremely loud, because I don't think I can change the volume of it. So if you want to take care of that possibility, lower your volume right now before I press this button. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Odeon Collective 1 day later.
Leah Abraxas was lost. The Admiral will not take this well.
And Oat, his great spirit, will be missed.
Their sacrifices brought victory. The IXE are defeated, and we now understand the Creeper's purpose.
We must study everything. The Creeper, the IXE data, all of it.
An institute will be established for this purpose. It should honor those who made this possible.
Indeed. We shall name it for our fallen and living heroes. For Leah, first to fall. For Oat, who made the great sacrifice. For Crixus, who serves still. We shall name it Loki.
Oh no. Oh no.
Thanks for playing this installment of Creeper World. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed creating it. Now that you have finished the story, the game has just begun. Check out the community-created missions, the special missions, or create your own with the editing tools. As always, your support, positive reviews, and shared enthusiasm with your friends help make these games possible. Keep up the fight and hold the line.
What have we done? What have we done? Okay, if you've come to the end of this, there are other games in the series. This is the most recent. I understand. If you've seen that plot twist there and you don't know the meaning, let me tell you the meaning. In every other Creeper World game, the Loki is the Creeper hive mind. It is the Creeper, effectively. Which means that the fact that they've just made it an institute suggests that it could potentially be like where the heck does this fit in the timeline? I don't even know. This is we are possibly seeing the prelude to a disaster unwitnessed. Oh no. Oh no. It's done. It is done. Oh, we've done it. What have we done? We are doing great work. We have to be stopped. My word. My word. Oh boy, this has been the story. Oh, I don't know how to feel. That was a plot twist I was not expecting. I had the implication that this might have been like a preview of some kind, or like a prequel of some kind, but I expected it to lead into like Skarsgård and all that, but no, it led into that. The evil arc. Oh my goodness, so I don't know what the IXE is, oh my goodness, okay. So on the assumption that this is indeed the earliest game in the Creeper World series canon, this changes a lot of things. But also it can't be because the particulate's here, but also it's a different particulate, but also the particulate was the heckin' cell. I don't even know. All of time is just one big loop. It's just one massive loop. I don't know what that flying ship was about. I thought it could have been like Odin City from like the thing. It could have been the Maker Nexus module from Heckin' 4. It could have been just an autonomous dropship drone from 3 doing its job. Like, I understand that 3 has to be the end of the timeline, but in my mind, up to this point, I thought it was 1, 2, or maybe like 1, 4, 2. Okay, like 1, the start of 4, 2, the rest of 4, Particle Fleet 3. It's this, however, is... This might come before everything, arbitrarily in the middle after Particle Fleet, but before this. But I thought Particle Fleet directly led into 3 because of the Seloi thing. I mean, these could be the Seloi, but they don't know about the art. Hi, Lark. We won. There was major lore revelations, and I'm still trying to process them. Oh boy. Here, let's for the sake of there being more to do, let's just go into one of the tangent missions to see what's up. There's Bob. We appreciate Bob. Okay, let's see here. So there appears to be, I don't know what the tangent missions are about. They might just be like not colony space, the corporate sector from 3 or something. Just some bonus missions to puzzle out your solutions. Okay, so this breeder liquid's about to breed liquid immediately because it's already got some creeper in it. That does too. That doesn't, but this is sand, and that's basically destructible terrain. So the implication I'm seeing here, and I think Bob is friendly. So I kind of want to engage here. Like, maybe we can fight this off. Oh, we don't have the Abraxas anymore. We have the Apex. That stinks. And then, okay, you know what? This is looking less and less tenable as we move on. So I'm gonna go up here and just nullify this. At least there's some Kirkium in range. Yeah, we're weaker now than we were at the end of the campaign, which makes sense. This is the closest you can get to spawn camping an emitter, I reckon. Very good. Oh, forgot about the Phantoms. Get coil ships. We have 4 coil ships. Sheesh. Okay, at the very least, the creeper threat is mostly contained. We need to start rebuilding our forces. I want gunships. We have a coil ship. Okay, good. Move the coil ship here. Defend it with the defenders. Get gunship. We're out of resources. It's not good. We have some time. I'm gonna go to work. Let's start doing some anti-creeper. There's breeder at the bottom of this chamber, so if we can get to it, we can start fighting back. We can hold steady like this, at least for a while. The big concern is eventually we are going to have to deal with the rising tide. For that, we need gunships. We need missiles. We have acid. Excellium and acid are available. Okay, Maker, go on to dump mode. Once you're done being built, I mean. Gun is online. Start spraying. That should buy us some time. Give the reactors some more time to be rebuilt. And if we can reach the Pixelium and the acid, we can make some Creeper Eater liquid. And if we can make some Creeper Eater liquid, then we can make some, just dump it down here and basically win the war. Okay, excavator ship is done. Move it a little lower. The anti-creeper is doing good damage to the bots. Let's take the mining ship on a little bit of an adventure. Okay, more reactors online. We have 1 gunship. Raise that to 2. Let's bring a defender around here. The bots are tough because they're durable enough that you can't really push forward blindly. Like that. Actually a quite like resilient form of defense on the IXE's part. Okay, we have Pixelium and we have acid. I'm going to start combining them. Some amp gems around. Oh, maybe we shouldn't use the acid just yet. We want the acid for this box, this core, because it's metal. And you, and then big big box there. That'll get us at least one X core down. Duster can move in there. Excavator ship can move into the intermediate chamber. Okay, we're holding steady. I'm gonna build another gunship. I'm gonna move the regular Apex. I already missed the Abraxas. Down. It was cool that this campaign actually had a sense of progression, not only of the ships you had available, but also the armament of your main vessel. Like, I did not expect us to go from the Apex to the mini Apex to the Abraxas. And that was cool that we did. Alright, buddy, dump some acid. Good, that's one core for free. I thought we had 4 coil ships. I only read 3 now. 1, 2... Oh no, I did build the 3rd. Coil ship's doing good work, gunship's doing good work. We are not pumping through anti-creeper at an optimal rate. Lowland 0. Oh, we can dig out Lowland 0. Perfect. I appreciate the choke points, but really I just want to start blasting. Set the Maker to on. Let its cannon fly. Oh. Containment breach. Ion ships, hold the line. What are we missing? One nullifier in reserve. Not helpful here. Okay, we have everything we own to bear on this. And it's not working. I understand the problem. The creeper is pressurized so much that it's cutting through the lowlands. Which means it's effectively taking secret shortcuts to attack us. Want more power. I think we need the amp gems, but the amp gems are, well, they're stuck behind on more creeper. Everything we could bring to bear is here already. Could maybe shunt the Apex closer. Yeah, we're nearing stalemate levels here. Down. There are no other materials to work with. I simply have acid and a little bit of water. They're holding. Put the gunship in a little pocket here so its missiles can fly. And set the maker to dump. I know it dumps less AC than just the gun itself, I think. But it's better than it not being able to fire. I'm probably going to be in this stalemate pushing down for a while, so I hope you don't mind if I just run an ad right now, because I just got the notification. Okay, next gunship down. The coil ship's vaguely relevant. That's simply lowland. It's not breeder. This is breeder. Okay, gunship missiles are thinning this out. The lowland should eventually stop pushing creeper through it. Clear out some of the old terrain so that the Apex can move into position. Open fire. Very good, very good. Move gunship forward. Move defender forward. Apex guns are still in range. Move Tryon forward. Apex a little forward. I have so little room to maneuver this. A consequence of my own strategy. I'm not blaming anyone but myself here. I hubrised into this. Ship ready, we're about to turn the corner. Turn the corner. If you are just joining us or returning from an arbitrary 3-minute duration where you weren't here, hello. They are currently trying to fight the liquid. I wonder if there's any merit to pursuing this tunnel here. That was a bad idea. My hubris! The Apex is getting mildly cooked. keep doing this to myself. I'm just getting mildly singed. Okay, okay, okay. Hold the line, hold the line, hold the dang line. If you have a weapon, shoot it. It's going to be pretty difficult to miss the ocean. For AC to on. We kind of need it at this point. Okay, we could collect sand from the surface, but the creeper would eat through that relatively quickly. It's just sort of a buffer. Everything else is just land or stone, and I only have like 30 creeper eater liquid in the entire universe. I may as well bring in the duster. I want to make sure that what we're doing is good. Okay. Drop Pixelium. Okay, Pixelium depleted. Drop Acid. Creeper Eater liquid is being developed. As I expected, it's made a very thin layer over the top of the breeder. That means it will be maximally relevant, but it's not that much. It might make the difference, though. In fact, it appears to be making the difference as we speak. Okay, that's a big difference. AC cannons ready. Oh, it barely doesn't fit. That fits somewhat. Maybe I can fit it under? Yeah, I can. Wow, this is so effective that we're actually running out of firepower. The creeper's gotten too low. So the only production of creeper in this contiguous piece is right here. All of this is just reservoir. I mean, conceptually, it's simply a stalling tactic that the creeper uses to make itself look cooler. Oh, it's breeder liquid instead of breeder solid. There's a distinction. I don't know if I ever realized that, or if I ever encountered breeder liquid in the campaign. snug fit. Alright, close. The breeder's about to be in range. Dump it. If we can align our cannons on this line, all of the bots will only have one direction to go, and we can just win. Oh, is the Pixelium acting as sort of a wall against the AC getting in? In that case, let's just clear it all up. And then dump it again. But only the Creeper Eater this time, not the Pixelium. Oop. Burn back from that's a little too hot. The defender back to safety, get the gunship back to safety. I don't know what went wrong. Bad. What happened? How did it go so badly? I want to see the delta on that. I don't even know. Was it because the Creeper Eater got eliminated? Was that such an important part of this? Ooh, actually, yeah, look at it. On this side, pressure 63. On this side, 80. Creeper Eater was doing a lot of work. Let's speed up. I don't use this much, but it might be useful here. So far. Not the order you're supposed to say that phrase. Not like it's wrong. Just uncommon. Ships are taking some flak. The apex is hull's a little singed. Steady. Delta is not in our favor. It's not something you want to see. Like, we are making strides forward. We're striding. I think it's important that at any particular level we're at, we let the missiles do their job and slowly thin the creeper out. The creeper pressure is a big part of the large splashes that suddenly make us lose ships and territory. If we're too ambitious, too aggressive, we move forward too fast, the pressure will be too high and will be sprung back in our faces. Going to 4 times speed is excessive. It actually lags the game so hard that it becomes slower. See here, this is progress. This is good. The chamber over here is receding. That is a good sign. It means that we are outpacing creeper production in this area. Little forward, not too much. Pressure across the board is getting low. There's a few waves in the creeper that we need to look out for. But as we get closer to the choke point, our ability to sort of sustain everything improves. Ooh, the lowlands are thinning out. Excellent sign. See here, the missiles are starting to arc downwards and around the bend. I think that will cause meaningful changes in our tactical circumstances. Is it the Cryon ships? Is that why? The Cryon ships are too low, they'll only shoot the stuff nearby it, which leaves an opening to geyser out. Maybe in situations without a choke point, like a super tight choke point, the Cryon ships are better as a mid to backline unit. Interesting. Should keep that in mind. I'm gonna lower this just because I don't want anti-creep evaporating on the way down. Oh, we're losing it again. Hold it. Hold it. We're holding it. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the factor. Maybe. It's a factor, at least. I could also bring the excavator ship over and use some shields to help buffer things. Orion's too far away. Bring it closer. I don't know what was happening there, but I didn't like it. Duster, did you pick up some more Creeper Eater? No. Huh. Oh, maybe I accidentally ordered some shields in the area. Unnecessary. Now, carefully this time. Very, very carefully. Just breach the breeder zone. Get some anti-creeper on there. There it is, there it is, there was some. Almost. Or gunship. Phantom eliminated. Retire the coil ships. Prepare them for the next mission. Good. Difficult choke point. are thinning out heavily. Oh, that's a big one. That might be stability. We might have equilibrium. Oh, it's resisting. It's resisting. Can we take it over? I think we're taking it over. I think this is it. We have the breeder terrain. We have the anti-creep. We have full control of the area. Yeah. Oh, that moment when the tide shifts. It's a good moment. Alright. Prep gun ships. Call them ships. Prep the guns. Shoot them. Secure path with a nullifier. We need those bots destroyed. A little more ammo. More. There you go. Bots eliminated. Excellent. All that's left is the super pressurized death chamber of death. Now, how the heck are we going to do this? The answer is the Cryon Breach. Let's prepare the fleet for this operation here. Basically want to bring everything over there, but I'm just going to start with the Apex and the anything with a lathe on it. That includes you, Cryons. So, if you somehow stumbled upon here at the last second, after I've beaten the campaign, and are wondering what the Cryon Breach is, allow me to demonstrate. It's a very simple concept. The Cryon freezes the creeper in place for a few seconds, and it's a projectile with a little, slight bit of AoE. The creeper cannot break through it, but the freeze will wear off after like a second, maybe even a half a second. But the rate of fire of a single Cryon ship is enough to regenerate the frost, the freezing. And so you can theoretically make a little tiny pinpoint hole inside some terrain and shoot through that. Now you can't really shoot well into that because you don't have line of sight, but if you're breaching into a chamber, odds are the creeper is under intense amount of pressures, and the ideal circumstance for that is to be using the missiles, which can guide themselves to the enemy's face. Much easier than actually matters. So, to prepare this, we're going to try and make the wall as thin as possible so that when we make a hole, there are more angles into the wall to be seen. Very important that we have the Cryon will have line of sight on the creeper, and that every ship with a missile is ready to go. For added benefit, you put a lot of defenders in a fan so they can all shoot through the hole as well. So given that, I say we put it here. Okay. Begin breach in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, there you can see the freezing effect is acting as a wall for the creeper that can't get through. Meanwhile, we're shooting all our cannons. All the missiles are also punching through. And we can basically just sustain like this for as long as we need to. There's no vertical entrance to this chamber, but if there was, we would be able to dump the Creeper Eater liquid from over here into that hole as well. At the very least, we can collect it for later, because the moment we have any sort of choke point in here... Actually... Scratch all of that, I have an idea. We can make a little scoop and use that to dump the Creeper Eater in. Observe. I'll make it like 3 wide and strictly diagonally up. Now this will stop some of the anti-creeper from getting in, but that's not really a problem because we have the Cryon Breach. And now the Duster is pouring anti-creeper liquid into the chamber. Well, no, sorry, Creeper Eater. Which is like anti-creeper, but more powerful, and doesn't proliferate anyway. So now it's covering this bit of Creeper Eater liquid, and, more importantly, is eating the creeper. And that's just sort of a passive. It do that. Now the creeper is under insane amount of pressure over there, so we won't see it for a while. The results, the effects. But it's working, and the high pressure means that it will always have something to eat. There's pretty much nothing else to do in this situation. The circumstances are so pristine and ideal that if we had tried to make any adjustment whatsoever, we would actually just be shooting ourselves in the foot. So, I'm gonna fast forward. Can we go to ×4? We kinda can! Let me see if I, like, look over here. Maybe it'll be faster. It's going at, like, ×2, effectively. Versus 7. A little more spare Creeper Eater liquid here. Those extra drops are meaningful. Okay, pressure in this room seems to be averaging out at, it's still about 400. We should use this room as our sort of metric for pressure because it's mostly non-moving creeper. And if we look at these metrics, we see a rough pressure of about 420, 430 is about the average as the waves are sort of proliferating. This entire room is becoming a lot less stable and a lot more dynamic pressure. Lower pressure overall. And as the waves sort of move through this chamber, this room will start to warpulate a little. The Apex. The Apex has a cannon. It could theoretically fire on this position. Creeper pressure here is 12. Here is 16. It's gotten to the point where we want to let the... The breeder liquid over here that's been fueling our anti-creeper supply is actually at high enough pressure that even this high up, it's more pressure than the breeder, the creeper maker ship is providing already. It's 12 versus, just on the other side, 18. So if we open this and let it depressurize into this chamber, we'll actually be hitting the creeper more. So I'm also interested to see this part fan over into that. This would be an excellent opportunity to have a portal so we could just move the creeper from here to here directly, thus having maximum pressure and maximum production. I think best we can do right now is maybe just have more space for the creeper to proliferate into. That would also delay its military applications. Might not be a bad thing. Breach! And suddenly more anti-creeper to go around. Hopefully this bit will still pour over. Would have liked some boomzine to cut some holes in the stone wherever I pleased, but that's just not happening. Can we move the apex close enough that it's like heavy cannon can shoot in there? I think so. Sure. Interesting to me that we've never found another ship that has this red cannon on it, except for the Abraxas, which is just a different style of apex ship. The frigate doesn't have it, the spirit ship doesn't have it, nothing has it but apexes. It is possible that that is simply the like staple weapon of apex ships, except for the mini apex, which had no weapons at all. Okay, static pressure has lowered below 400. This is corroborated with the summation chart, which is lowering as the anti-creeper increases. Delta is very solidly, creeper is deleting, anti-creeper is rising. Bit of an inconsistent rate on the chart, but that's fine. We know what it's about. Yeah, even with the extra hole, this is still pouring into the ore chamber. That's a good sign. It means pressure's still rising. Pressure at the threshold is like 23. So eventually the pressure of the anti-creeper will get so high that we can just overflow and delete the creeper. Though that'll mostly be because the creeper pressure is lowered, not so much that the anti-creeper pressure is increased. I think the pressure will decrease faster than the anti-creeper will increase. Just attempting to do math on the situation. Lauren, in the first chamber, we're in the 200s sometimes. Yeah, there's nothing really left for me to do here except wait. And that's fine. We made this trade-off when we started the level. It was either attack this sector or attack this sector, and we attacked this one because it was bigger and it seemed emptier. Felt like we could make a stand, and we did. And now all the creeper has left is the laws of physics. Something we are well primed to take advantage of. We don't need the creeper eater funnel anymore, so let's get rid of it. So that the anti-creeper can punch into the chamber a bit more effectively. This might technically lower the pressure. We might just reach anti-creeper equilibrium at some point, which is unfortunate but unavoidable. Meanwhile, pressure in the second chamber is dipping under 300 for the first time. With the missiles, they appear to target the highest density location of Creeper in their firing range. And when they do, they simply fly that missile over there and then detonate it on site. Under most circumstances, the densest part of liquid is going to be the furthest away from the missiles possible, but in the case of these gunships, they're actually terminating their fire a lot closer. Also, I have accidentally made a giant hole in the Cryon breach, but given our sheer amount of firepower and the fact that it's not that big of a hole, the two Cryon ships here can still hold the line effectively. Which is a relief. I almost caused a massive disaster. Let's do some more targeted anti-creeper production just to hold the line. At the very least, this way we can be sure that every single ship is firing its guns at all times. Oh, now we're getting missiles going a bit further in. Chamber 2's pressure is at about 275. If we get close enough, we should be able to get the amp gem. Opportunity. Oh, we're seeing the brighter flickers of thin creeper waves. An excellent sign. This defender is almost out of range. Yeah, I just saw it stop shooting for one cycle. Let's move it closer. That's wasted DPS. Ooh, look at my glasses. I've got it like perfectly centered. You've got like one side, the creeper, the other side, the anti-creeper and all the ships, and in the middle is just the explosion threshold. I like it. You're also almost out of range. Pressure in the chamber is approximately 200. Chamber 2, I mean. We're starting to get some lighter bits of creeper in this one, too. Almost. Almost. I have an idea. If pressure... If pressure in this chamber, down here, at this lower elevation, begins to match the pressure in here, I think we have a new front line. We could expedite this. Ooh, pressure in this chamber is almost under 100. It's dipping, it's fluctuating. We're starting to get the pressure receding as the primary force and into just regular wave physics. It's why the values at a particular point are fluctuating so hard. The creeper is waving. They're waves, it's oscillating. And we're pushing in. Get this out of the way. This oscillating wave is a surefire sign that the anti-creeper is in equilibrium. It's being produced at the same rate as being consumed by this front line. We have an amp gem that has buffed every single ship in the fleet. It's going. 121, 66. This is where we push. Get the maker involved. Now it's the sheer force and volume of the anti-creeper itself that is allowing us to keep the wall stable. Not so much the cryons anymore. They're certainly helping, but now it's the anti-creeper that's dulling the wave. And suddenly, we just have full reign. Our first target's going to be this patch of breeder liquid. If we take that, we will have anti-creeper produced on site. The apex involved. $50, $175, $80. This could be the moment where this is viable. It still errs a bit in favor of the creeper, but I don't care. I really don't think it matters. Look at that wavefront. That's just pure momentum. Pure volume. And as expected, it's just making an ambient pressure wall membrane. Which is good because there's no real large corridor we can use to get inside. Let's build a nullifier. And with this producing, look at it, it's almost like a little fog mystic kind of look to it. I like it. You can kind of just innately see that the pressure of the anti-creeper is less up here than it is down here. It's a lot subtler than the creeper. In fact, I think that's actually a visibility option. If we turn off creeper viz, then yeah, it's a lot less glowy. It's still very discernible against everything else. If you turn on high vis, interesting that you can turn on creeper high visibility without creeper regular visibility. Interesting. Also particulate visibility, I assume that is. AFC visibility. Wow, it's like practically gone. Huh. I don't mind it being around. Okay, that is mission. We got creeper eliminated too. Neat. I don't know how the tangent. They just seem to be like additional missions. It's like the corporate sector, but really, really tiny. Cool. With that, I'm finished with the campaign, and it was pretty good. I liked it. There was like a lot more variety. Well, one, because the mechanic of the game had a lot more variety with all the chemistry and whatnot. But also there was like progression in new and exciting ways. Particle Fleet, it was mostly just you got more ships, you got more level, and there was plenty of that here, but also we were hampered partway through, and we came back stronger, and we did stuff, and there was like a defense mission. There was a lot more variety than simply level and happens. I didn't mind the lack of variety in Particle Fleet or the other Creeper World games, but in this game, the added variety is a really good touch. I enjoyed it. Is good. Okay. Well, given that it has been approximately 3.5 hours? Yes. I'm gonna take this time to go. Good times. Now that this meta level stuff for me as a streamer, I use this series as just a way to sort of like get back in the swing of things as I've rebuilt my schedule from the ground up. Now that it's done, we can go back to all of the classic shenanigans that you know and love from me. Now including Acela having their own collection of shenanigans. So, the schedule right now, I don't know the exact days, but it will be many of them, mostly weekdays. The weekends are still a little difficult. So weekdays at about 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. On weekdays, so Monday through Friday, are the times I will be able to stream. In addition, Acela will likely be streaming at 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays and Fridays. The Wednesdays ones will not be here. They will be on Acela stream, but I will also be there. And the Friday ones will be here and will either be Acela streaming or me streaming with Acela. Stay tuned. I don't know why I'm doing this on this stream. It will be completely, it'll be completely outdated the moment anything changes at any point in the future. But this is where I get to talk to people, so it's where I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna go. I'm Exception. This isn't TV. Have a good day and good night.